dear friends. Welcome back to We Are Already Free. I'm your host, Nathan Maingard, and I have what could potentially be pretty sad news, although it's also very exciting and happy news in my world. And the basic thing I'm here to share is that I need to take a bit of a longer break from the podcast than I expected. I thought that I would be able to start up again in Feb, and I actually have a bunch of really awesome episodes already recorded, so thanks to all the guests who've been a part of that. The reality is I'm getting married, y'all, and I'm also turning 40, and I'm going to be stepping into sacred ceremony during my 40th birthday, and all of this is happening in Feb. And just on another level, the reality is that as much as I love this podcast with every aspect of my being, it really doesn't make me any money. And it for sure will. And so I'm just being honest with myself and with you about that right now, getting married, looking at having a kid, all those wonderful things, I really am needing to focus in on the money-making aspects of my life, on the abundance generation engines in my being. So I am prioritizing for the month of Feb, really focusing in on getting married and just really connecting more directly with people through social media and seeing who I can serve with all these skills I've gathered along the way that we call things like coaching and breath work and facilitation, all that. But really is at the end of the day, just the capacity to sit with the reality of where someone is and support them in seeing the wholeness of themselves more fully and accepting and forgiving and aligning. And so taking action in a way that is more aligned with their purpose, with who they really are. And that is the work that I'm doing and I love with all my being. It's so great. And I really need to focus in on that at the moment. So I'm just dropping in this quick message. This is for you who love the podcast as much as I do. I don't know, can you love it as much as I do? I think you can. If you've listened to my more than a few episodes, then I imagine that you feel exactly what I feel about it. And so I didn't just want to stay silent on here. As I said, I have recorded a bunch of episodes and it's going to be so amazing when I can recommit to that. But the reality is right now, I'm getting married and I'm turning 40 and I need to focus in on some of those other, what do they call it, money now actions in my business and in my life. So yeah, I'm very excited to be wed to my dear lady Carly sometime this month, coming up very soon. And for you who loves this podcast, thank you so much for being here. It's a blessing, a privilege, and a pleasure to be on this journey with you. I feel like the luckiest dude in the world that I get to have the chats that I do with the people I do. And it's really thanks to you listening and sharing and connecting and being a part of it. So thank you so much. If you've also been one of my clients in my coaching work, my facilitation work, then thank you for your trust and your faith in me as I continue to grow, shift, and transform myself. And I feel like I'm hitting like the big one now. At least it feels like that to me. I'm sure there's always more. I know there are always more transformations to unfold into. But in this moment, the one around value and money and abundance and all those wonderful things is really just like hitting home hard. And just appreciating the invitations of what it's asking of me. And so, I'm going to continue this beautiful work, and the podcast will be back. It should be back in March, and I really will get it going as soon as possible again. So please don't unsubscribe. Please do keep checking back. Keep messaging me on Instagram. Keep checking in. Send me an email. Go to alreadyfree.me and send me a message. And just, let me know how this has been for you and what you'd like to see as we go forward. I'm just, trusting that this time of reprioritizing and focusing in is going to lead to beautiful fruit. And I mean, one of the fruits I'm really excited about is my beloved Carly and I are planning our first ever collaborative retreat for later in 2024. So that is something like it feels a bit like a dream because it's just so exciting that we'll get to bring the beautiful power of authenticity and being barefoot and connecting from the heart into the space with breath work and fire-cooked meals and music and authenticity and connection and just like remembering what it is to be human, that we are intrinsically gifted the most incredible capacity for connection and transformation and beingness. And in this great mystery that we call life, really, what else is there other than to be in this moment here now around the fire, singing songs and eating delicious food together? So I'm very excited for that. I think that it's like the culmination of everything that I want to bring into the world is these in-person connections. I just wanted to let you know that it's not going anywhere. I love this podcast as much as I love anything. And maybe other than my wife to be. But certainly excited to be back. It feels very aligned with my purpose, and I've done a huge amount of work around that, which is why I love helping others with that in my coaching so much, is that purpose is such a powerful thing, and it's often overlooked in our culture as just like, yeah, just keep going. But like, why are you really here? Like, what is your personal blossoming as a flower planted in the garden of infinity by the divine itself? What are you here to blossom into? And I love supporting you and my clients in answering that question. And it's just really powerful. So anyway, I'll stop there. And if you do need support, I am looking at taking on clients, and I'd be so excited to work with you. So please do reach out. You can find out how to contact me. Just go to alreadyfree.me. And and I'll see you there, basically. You can also find me on Instagram, etc. But for now, I wish you well. I will be back as soon as I can. And thank you for this time. Thank you for the energy and the love and the care that you gift to this podcast and to me by listening, by sharing, by subscribing. And by just taking in this message that we are already free, this reminder. I think especially in these times, it is an important reminder that we are intrinsically and always already free. I'm going to leave you with that for now. Blessings on the path. I look forward to checking in soon, and I will share another little hello again when I'm ready to start releasing episodes again, hopefully within the next month, the next few weeks. But I will certainly keep you posted. And thanks again for the pleasure and the blessing of your attention and your time. I feel like I'm being gifted the best thing in the world, the most valuable thing in the world, that you are there listening and feeling and connecting and together with me, as always, remembering that we are already free. I'll see you next time, and thank you so much.